We just recited chapter 122. Join in giving some tzedakah for the safety, security of our brothers and sisters, wherever they are, all over the world, particularly in Eretz Yisrael, and the soldiers who are battling in the tunnel. And let's hope that we see already the light of the end of the tunnel. And that light is the light of Mashiach, the light of redemption. I'm reminded today of the story in the Chumash that we learn a few weeks from now, when the brothers, that is the sons of Yaakov, had to go down to Egypt to buy food because of the famine which was raging in the whole Middle East at the time. And after more than a year of this difficult relationship that has developed between them and the viceroy of Egypt, finally they realized and they found out that this viceroy is none other than their younger brother Yosef, who they 22 years prior to this moment sold them into slavery, told their father that he was murdered by a wild animal. Father has been mourning for 22 years, and now suddenly they see that this is their little brother Yosef. In all the excitement, they realize, how are they going to notify their father? And it should not have an adverse effect, this strong shock of suddenly finding out that his beloved son is still alive and actually one of the most powerful people on the face of the earth at that time. So they came up with an interesting plan. Asher, one of the brothers, had a daughter by the name of Serach, an extremely pious and talented musician. So she composed the song, Oid Yosef Chai. I don't know the tune. We're not told about the tune. And she was humming and singing this tune in the earshot of Yaakov, her grandfather. Yaakov suddenly picked up on it, and he looked at her and told her, you should be alive as he is alive. And indeed, she lived for 300 years. And that's how he found out that Yosef is alive, and then the brothers came and confirmed that. The reason I'm sharing that story is because of a personal story. And allow me to be personal for a moment. Tonight, that is the Monday, the 7th day of the month of Kislev, is the 14th yahrzeit of my younger brother by the name of Eliyahu Yitzchak. Passed away at a young age of just 50. From birth, he had many, many physical challenges. In fact, we always like to say that he's a gentle soul, because body was not much to speak of. Many challenges, many medical issues, including that the doctors told my parents that Eli will never be able to walk, for the simple reason that unfortunately he has no muscles in his legs, in both of them. At the age of 3 or 4, my parents were not home. Myself and 2 of my sisters were left home to babysit Ellie. One of Ellie's favorite games was sitting on the floor, which he was able to do, stretching out his little fisalach, as we used to call it, his little legs, forming a circle, legs of the siblings, and rolling a ball back and forth. He loved to play that. And as we're sitting at home, this game, the ball suddenly bounced out of the circle, and as I'm getting ready to go pick up the ball, suddenly I see that Ellie gets up and wobbles towards catching the ball. And suddenly we realize, Ellie is walking, and we encourage him to walk further. But then it dawned on us, my parents are going to come home soon. They're going to be a shock of my life, and we were concerned about my father because he had a heart condition. How are we going to do this? So we decided do the Serach game. Parents came and one of my sisters started singing, Ellie can gain, whatever the tune was. Ellie is walking. Father was very upset. Then Ellie came walking, and then he told us. Just 3-4 days prior to that moment, my father sent a letter to the Rebbe asking a special blessing. Since doctor said that Ellie will never be able to walk, we need divine intervention. And there was approximately the amount of days that it takes for a letter to arrive from Antwerp, Belgium, to the Rebbe.